Talk. Welcome to Fart Talk with Dana
and Lex. Yeah, welcome to Fart Talk. What are you wafting over there, Dana?
Oh man, I just let out a big old beefy clam chowder kind of fart, and I am enjoying it.
Ooh, clam chowder.
I know. Oh man, that reminds me of my childhood. How are you doing, Lex? It's good to see you.
It's so good to see you. I am doing really well. I've been backed up ever since I've been doing my 75 hard fart challenge. And yesterday I had the biggest poop ever.
Oh, like what kind of poop? Was it like one of the peanut butter poops or like one of those like little rabbit ball owl pellet poops?
I wouldn't say it was at the consistency of peanut butter. It was more of like the only way I could describe it is through sound, like it just came out like just. I mean, it hurt at first because I think my butthole was a little too tight from not pooping for 5 days. But then just once that muscle just got a little, it was all good after that.
Wait a second, did you say you didn't poop for 5 days?
Yeah, it seemed like 5 days. I mean, I could be exaggerating, but I had to be in at least 3 days.
Oh man, 3 days. I think that's kind of like, that was my average at one point when I was like going through 2 or 3 Jack in the Boxes a day, but now I poop every day.
What does that mean, going through 2 or 3 Jack in the Boxes a day? Does that mean that you're making 3 visits to the Jack in the Box drive-through, or is there like a certain combination pack that you get?
It's more so making one visit to 3 separate Jack in the Box locations. Because if you buy a sourdough Jack and a large fry and a soda at one, and you want to go back and get another order, you don't want to go to the same place. They already know your deal, so just go to the one down the street.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
I'm not in that place in life at the moment, but let me tell you, baby, I was. Yeah. So now I'm farting and pooping. Like I poop every day. It's usually the sad kind of poops, like the ones where it's like, this is gonna be a sad, long, really frustrating experience. And I don't enjoy those kind of poops, and I'm looking to change that.
Yeah, I understand. If this is your first time joining us, sorry, I guess it's poop talk today, but we're so glad that you're here. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. We go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. PST and 9 p.m. EST. And also, don't forget to smash that like button if you like to blow ass. We all do it. It's just a matter on if you like to do it. And if you don't like to do it, if you're ashamed to do it, I am available for life coaching to teach you how to fart properly in public and not be ashamed of it.
I really need you to teach me. I know you've been trying to teach me, and I haven't been accepting your teachings, but I'm a big lady. I am large and in charge, and I don't want to scare people with my farts, but I also kind of do. So that's.
I mean, baby, you got to live in that power. You are the head, BIC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for all of you that are watching, we also have a monthly contest. We have a fart giveaway. So all you got to do is text fart to 541-444-0979. That's our promo line. And we draw a winner the last Wednesday of every month, and we send you a box of goodies. There is some farts in there. And then we also have you as a guest on our show. And if you haven't seen our new t-shirts, they're in the description. Feel free to wear them. This is going to help normalize farts. So make sure you get yours and you're supporting the podcast by doing so. And if you can't purchase a shirt, just share your favorite episode with a friend that also likes farts. We love you for it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I couldn't wear my shirt today, so instead, while Lex has the "Sorry I Farted" shirt, I have a poster of the band Hanson behind me because I like to keep them around when I'm feeling sexy and when I like to fart. All right, back to you, Lex.
Thank you, Dana. So Dana, I found some farts in the news.
What are you talking about? Farts in the news? There are farts in the Capitol right now.
There are definitely farts in the Capitol, but I found a great article with farts in the news.
Oh, I'm gonna fart on your newspaper, baby. Yeah.
So I found this great article on Healthline. Can holding in a fart cause it to leak out your mouth?
Let me just ask the guy I sit next to on the bus, or my dentist. Let me just ask the guy who works at the store down the street. They probably have an answer to that because you.
Here we go again. Look at the opening line. Nearly everyone has been in a situation where passing gas would be embarrassing. Why does it have to be embarrassing? But choosing to hold it in or delay fraudulence from escaping is often the polite thing to do. But holding in a fart for too long isn't good for your body. If you decide not to release a fart, some of the gas will be reabsorbed into your circulatory system. From there, it goes to the lungs for a gas exchange throughout the pulmonary circulation system and is expelled through breathing. Well, this isn't a mouth fart per se.
Hell
it's
yeah.
Gas from the fart coming out of your mouth.
You know what? I knew I could feel a fart coming out of my feet the other day, especially after talking with Estella from Side Fred Chronicles. I knew my feet were farting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, I guess this kind of answered my question, you won't be able to taste the fart that escapes through your mouth.
I can. I don't know if that means I need to get checked. I know the hospitals are full, so I don't want to, but I taste them all the time, Lex.
Are you tasting them when they're coming out of your butt?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Or are you tasting them when your boyfriend's farting in your face? Because that's different.
Not yet. I've been waiting for that. But, we've only been together for about 4 years. It might happen in year 5.
I wish I had a boyfriend to fart in my face.
Oh,
Shouldn't you fart in someone else's mouth?
Should you? Or when will you and how much do you charge?
Or will I?
Yes. That's the most important question.
Yeah. If I can, if there was a device that could portal fart clouds to another person across the country, like Star Trek style, I think that would be that would just if I was on OnlyFans, that would just take my whole business model to a whole new level.
Oh my God. And you could do so many great things for the world, so many terrible things for the world if you're going that route. You can send items in your farts. That would be cool.
Yeah. So this is a funny myth buster here. It says that farting in someone else's mouth or face won't actually cause pink eye unless there's, fecal particles in it. So if you're keeping your butthole clean, you guys, if you're, using baby wipes after you take shits and things like that, you really can pass gas ass to mouth as much as you want, and you don't have to worry about giving your loved ones pink eye.
Yeah, give all your loved ones ass to mouth if that's what you want to do.
Anyway, that was farts in the news.
Someone's fart is on the newspaper. Okay.
We need to come up with a theme song. We need to get Twan Murder in the House and get another theme song, which he's going to be coming on the show soon. You guys are going to love it. But Dana, I have, okay, so earlier you were talking about when Estella was on the show, on our Christmas Eve show, and we had brought up the topic of Fuq Boys because she had dressed up as a dude and she looked like her fuckboy brother. We got on this whole topic of Fuq Boys. So I was like, this would be a great follow-up episode. So I talked to a dear friend of mine. He is a host on the 40-year-old Fuq Boys podcast. And, I asked him if, he'd be willing to come on the show and tell us how Fuq Boys feel about farts and answer some questions that us women really want to desperately know. Like, what is the psyche of a fuckboy? Why are we just so drawn to them, yet they treat us like shit? They're like, So, and he agreed. So I would like to bring on my friend, recovering fuckboy, Don Juannabe.
What's up, ladies?
Hey, welcome, Don. Welcome.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I mean, honestly, though, I'm a little bit disappointed, if I can be real with you ladies, when you asked me to be on the show.
Totally.
I thought we were going to be in person, and I thought the whole point was like you both were going to be farting in my mouth or something, like, But it's all right. This will make do. I really like your idea about the fart transporter. We need to get Elon Musk behind this, get some, financial backing. I think this really could, change the world.
Yeah. And I think once we get the proper equipment and enough, and we get through our fart bucket list or vision board, then we will totally fart in or around you. We're working up to it, though.
Thanks. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
We're going to have to take a rain check. And I'm really just want to, thank you for tackling the big issues, with so much going on. It's just great that you ladies are really being bold and, strong and powerful and really just, tackling these issues that nobody else wants to take on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can speak for both of us when I say that means so much to us, because farts are where politics and everything else should focus. Farts should.
I agree.
Focus.
Looks like the camera's acting a little goofy, huh?
You're glitching.
Whoa. Can you still hear me?
Go.
We can still hear you.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, but thank you so much for saying that, Don. And I'd like to say that we are raising the vibration of humanity through farts. Farts are a very powerful vibration. So namaste, my friend. Namaste.
Yeah, namaste. And also, my parents are watching Fast and the Furious again. And so I apologize for any sounds you hear in the background. They are not farts.
Look at that fuckboy picture.
Oh God, look at those fuckboy glasses. Those are definitely from Target when they were having a fuckboy sale.
Yeah, there's fuckboy websites where you can actually, buy strictly fuck shit. All right, let's see. We'll try this out, all right?
Welcome back. Oh, I like the close-up. So I was curious, Don, if you could share your personal opinion about women that fart and farting in public. Do you think that it should be more normalized? Like, what's your overall view on farts and flatulence?
Well, I guess in a roundabout way to answer your question, I was working at this call center and there was like hundreds of employees that only had like 2 bathrooms for all these people. And I remember one day walking into the bathroom, I was probably 18, 19, 20 years old. And there was 2 guys shitting in the stall next to each other and just like ripping ass, like nobody's fucking business. I mean, it sounded like it was a god awful, like fucking nuclear event occurring, in the stall. And the whole time this is happening, you have people walking in and out. There's, people at the other urinals. and the guys are talking to each other in between grunts and just like, shitting. And I was like, holy fuck. That is what being a man is. Like, that's what being comfortable in your own skin is. That is the epitome of confidence, to be able to take a violent shit while carrying a conversation on with your buddy George in the stall next to you. I was like, one day I hope to be that type of man that can shit, in basically public like that with no shame, and just be like, hey, what's up, George? Oh! How was your weekend, buddy? Oh! Like, fuck. So, hey, it's nothing to be ashamed of. We all do it. I guess that's my opinion on that.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that story.
Yeah, thank you. That's where, Dawn, I want to get to that point with Lex, where like when we go back to going to public restrooms together, we can have those intimate, meaningful, creative conversations while we're taking huge, massive, violent shits. I think
yes,
that's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, would you say that you're like on the path of becoming that man now?
Yeah, I think I've crossed the boundary. I've a couple of years ago, I kind of crossed that threshold, and I think I remember being at like a bar or something, and there was like a line, because there was literally one bathroom for the whole place, and I was like, oh, I just have to go handle my business. I'm like in there, people are knocking, and I open the door, and there's like a line of hot girls like waiting, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, that's right, today I became a real man.
Has anyone ever?
I distinctly remember thinking, like, this is the moment. I have done it. I remembered that encounter with those guys in the bathroom, and I was like, holy shit. I am at that level of confidence in my life where I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's...
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah, I want to be that person, but in my car, just anywhere, all over the place. Someone else's house, at a bar, in my car, on the street.
On the street. Yeah. And, to be honest, I don't know if I've really crossed that boundary to just like fart in public and in front of strangers. It is one of those things.
Would you do it with a group of people? Like if everyone in the group farted at once, like a flash fart?
Ooh,
that is a great idea.
Yeah. I don't know if that's ever been done, but I think like if the three of us ever get together and hang out, we can totally build each other's confidence and fart together in public.
Yes. Normalize farting.
Yes.
I think that once we get to like, 1 million subscribers or something crazy like that we would be able to definitely organize, a flash mob. Fart mob. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are really brilliant already. I've just been on this podcast for a couple minutes, and I've learned so much.
Thank you.
I never knew that you could literally fart through your nose at the gases if you did not let them out. And think about all these poor people wearing masks, walking around, farting in their own faces all day long because they're too embarrassed to fart in public. Something needs to be done about this travesty.
Yeah. I enjoy farting into my mask. I know it's not for everyone, but I enjoy that.
We definitely aim to be not only inspirational, but also educational when talking about flagelants. So thank you. Thank you for that.
If you guys got a GoFundMe up, I saw at one point that they have like a latex suit with the tube that comes off the butt and goes into a gas mask.
Ooh.
And I just feel like, Lex, you really have to get your fans to purchase one of those for you.
Yeah, well,
theoretically speaking, if we could get a tube long enough, we could, transport a fart anywhere in the nation.
It's like the bank teller, but the fart teller.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think of it, that is something. I had a friend that was from Lebanon. I don't know if this is a cultural thing, But I'll never forget one day he comes to my house and he says, "Hey man, I got something for you." And I'm like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Look." And I'm like, "It's an empty fucking jar, like a glass mason jar with a lid on it." And he's like, "Look." And I'm like, "There's nothing in it." He's like, "Dude, you have to look closer. Like, look." And he like, you got to look at it like this. So I look, and as soon as I go down for that, he opens it up and just unleashes this jar of fart. So I actually did that to my son a couple months back because I was thinking about my best friend when I was growing up, Samir, and I was like, "Oh my God, my son is at the perfect age. I have to teach him how to bottle a fart."
That is my ultimate goal in life, to fart into a microphone and then fart into a jar. And you are living my dream. That's amazing.
It can be done. We have the technology.
I think that I want to actually have Dana bottle her farts and then formulate it, add some sort of essential oil that will accentuate the smell of the fart and create like like a perfume oil, like those pheromone oils that they do, but it'll be fart, so it'll be a fart pheromone. And
what's the name of that company that does all the essential oils?
doTERRA and
doTERRA, yes,
we have to get
doTERRA involved. They have the technology. They can put this together. We've got to get Elon Musk on the horn and doTERRA and make these things a reality. The world needs this. We're all divided. I think we can all unify around farts and farting.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why I love doing this show with Dana and talking to, these awesome other fart masterminds such as yourself is we're putting these ideas out in the universe. And by putting them out there, and vibrating higher through our farts, we're only going to attract them back to us and attract what we want for the fart community, and for humanity.
Yes, fart, come to us. Bring us your farts.
Yeah. So I have a question for you, Dawn. Do you still consider yourself a recovering fuck boy, or have you relapsed?
It's been a tough year for fuckery. It's really hard to conduct fuck shit when you're in lockdown. I can't go to my usual haunts that I would normally, go to. The strip clubs are closed. International travel's been kind of shut down.
Damn it.
So it's been tough. I've been thinking about, we need to do some outreach. There's a lot of, fuck boys that are being forced into remission right now. The clubs aren't open. You can't, go out and get your spray tan and go out to the club and, pick up on some randos. It's just, it's been really tough, and there needs to be more support and counseling that's provided, for all the young fuck boys out there that are just not dealing with this very well. The suicide rates are up. Unfortunately, we need to do something for the young fuck boys out there.
Okay.
Now, Dawn, can you explain exactly what is a fuck boy?
A fuck boy is the type of guy that, he wants to slide into the DMs. He wants to, meet up for a one night stand, but he doesn't really want, to be pressured for too much more than that. That's kind of what the fuck boy mentality is like, hit me up at 2:00 when you get out of the bar, I'll be your go-to, but, don't want to take it much further than that. That's kind of your general fuck boy. And, we know a lot of fuck boys. Scott Disick, I think, is a good example of a fuck boy.
Oh my God.
We have, a fuck boy, exiting the office right now. Plenty of fuck boys and fuckery going on.
Yeah, the entire country is being run by those stinky, furry, bloated fuck boys, and I don't
exactly bloated fuck boys. And and that's the problem. A lot of them just don't want to come out. You got a lot of these Republican fuck boys out there, hiring hookers and doing the fuck shit on the low, but they're, if they would just come out and come out of the closet and just say, hey, I am a fuck boy, just be fuck boy official, let everybody know, You know, I think it would do a lot of good for the country.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I agree. Wear your fuckboy tank top and fancy jeans proudly.
Yeah, you know, display your, you know, your nipple piercings, you know, your shitty tribal tattoos, you know.
Show us your audition tape for Road Rules 1996.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You know the type.
Yeah. Yeah, I see those all the time. Lex, I know Lex sees them all the time because Lex works out. She goes to gyms. She's a healthy person.
I try to avoid the fuck boy hours, which are, you know, 7 to 9 p.m. at the gym. I am an early riser, so I hit the gym at like 5:30 when all the responsible adults are there, you know, getting their workout in. It's always the same people. They're always respectful.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to wake up at 6 in the morning when you've been chasing poon all night long. So,
Oh, I know.
you know,
Yeah.
But, I went to late night. Well, it's not really late night, but late night for me. I went to 7 p.m. yoga on Monday. And when I was leaving at 8 o'clock, I walked out of the yoga studio onto the weight floor and I just saw all the fuckery that was going on. I mean, it was just like, get me out of here. And like these chicks working out in their bra and panties, you know.
yeah,
Like,
there's some fuck girls out there now too. I know what you're talking about because I went to the gym as well with wifey, you know, around that hour, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know, I took a little break from the traditional gym and have been doing other things, and you know, it's like, golly, what are we wearing out here?
yeah, it was
You
like
got men in thongs, you got women in thongs,
together.
you got a DJ in the corner, like,
Yeah.
you know, they're serving shots with the fucking juice bar.
Well, you know, we talked to some of our fans and friends before the show, and we let them know that we are having, you know, a recovering fuckboy on the show tonight. And there's some questions that people want to know. They want a real fuckboy to answer.
Let's get it.
So, I mean, do you swear on the Holy Fart Bible to tell nothing but the truth?
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but.
So I'll help you.
So help me fart.
Yeah, so help me first.
So help me flatulence.
All right. Well, I'm going to share my screen here, and we got some questions for you, and we're going to call this segment here "Ask a Fuckboy" with Don Juannabe.
Yo, fuckboy, what up, man?
That's right. Let's get it.
So the first question is, why do you find any excuse to stop talking to a girl you actually like?
Well, you know, it comes from a deep-rooted insecurity that we can't actually live up to the standards that this female is setting forth. So rather than actually face the harsh realities of rejection because, you know, we don't have our shit together as a general all-around fuck boy, it's much easier just to brush her off and be like, yeah, left that bitch, you know, plenty of fish in the sea. So yeah, that would be the reason.
Is it ever because a woman doesn't fart into enough jars? Does that ever come into play?
That has been an issue. You know, you bring up, you know, some of the things that you're into, and she just gets grossed out and tells all her friends and puts you on blast. So, you know, you got to keep your fuck shit on the low sometimes.
So that is a very important point. And a lot of our fans, a lot of our male fans talk to us about that, and that's one of the reasons why they keep coming back, they keep watching the show, and they're such huge supporters because they feel scared to open up to a female about what it is that they find sexy or attractive. So what advice would you give now that you are recovering from fuckery to a man or a fuckboy? He's not a man, he's a fuckboy.
Yep.
to a fuckboy that might be struggling with
It's a
something like
lifelong journey.
Oh, it is a lifelong journey. I mean, I live with my mom and my dad. I see it there. Even my mom's the fuck boy.
Yeah, there's, it's not just boys. We use that term, but there's fuck boys of all ages, shapes, size, colors, genders, animal kingdom fuck boys,
sexual orientation.
Exactly.
Yeah, great. Well, I appreciate you sharing that answer. And we see here a beautiful picture of you in your fuckery. Looks like
My tribal tattoo.
With your tribal tattoo.
Oh, look, Derek is coughing into his elbow. Hey, what's up, Derek? It's good to see you. He is a
Derek.
Arizona comedian. Good guy.
Derek, thanks for watching. All right, next question. Do you do it for the chase more so for the casual sex?
Oh, both of it's fun. But the chase, I would say, is a little bit more so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you chasing a fart? Are you chasing the woman as a whole? What exactly are you chasing?
The woman as the whole, the fart can guide you to the woman. You can sniff it out and say, hey, this one is a real one. She's not afraid to show her true colors, and you can chase that down. But sometimes that can lead you astray,
Can I just clarify? Are you saying woman as a whole or woman as a whole?
Woman as a whole. Yeah, let's not get this twisted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be very clear what we're talking about here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes. Yeah, not a problem.
Yo, what up, Zach? Good to see you.
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
Next question. How many STDs do you plan on giving me if I forget to tell you to wrap it up?
Well, let's see here. I like to, I might be a multi, woman type of guy, but I'm more of like a single STD type of guy. I'm monogamous when it comes to STDs. And right now, I have a relationship with super gonorrhea that's been going around, so that is a monogamous relationship that I have with super gonorrhea. And I think it's going to be here for a while now because the traditional forms of antibiotics are not working. This is why it's called super. It's not actually going to, be the next Marvel movie. But yeah, just one. I'm sorry if that's kind of disappointing.
Well,
now,
my question is,
someone with variety in their lives, but.
All right, go ahead.
My question is did the super gonorrhea come out around the same time as the coronavirus? Like, is it a corona gonorrhea?
It is actually a corona gonorrhea. It's because people were so afraid of COVID, they started taking antibiotics to fight it, even though that doesn't really work. And then it just made the gonorrhea stronger. So.
Okay, so you weren't fucking bats or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No, but I try to stay away from bestiality.
Okay. Another disappointing answer, but thank you for your honesty. Next question. How many boys have you fucked? I think maybe this person misunderstood what a fuck boy is, but I mean, do you go both ways?
And that's one of those, sorry, no flights to Epstein Island. That was not on the menu and has not been on the menu. Despite my gay Hitler, costume, that I wore a couple of years ago, I actually do not condone boy fucking.
Okay.
Man fucking, if you want to do some man fucking, a little penis to penis action, a little space docking, I'm all for that.
Do you like Jewish women?
What was that?
Do you like Jewish women?
Do I like Jewish women?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like all types of women.
Okay.
Jewish, Swahili.
My dogs are barking. Sorry.
I can't hear that.
Dog owners, cat owners. I like it all. I'm an equal opportunity fuck boy. Do not discriminate.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Dana, did you want to add to that?
Oh yeah, I realized that I was the one who asked you that question. I think, Lex, how many boys have you fucked? I got confused. I saw it. I was like, you know what? I just want to get to know you more. Clearly, I am talking about men, but I failed. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all good, Dana. All right, so this is the last question that was asked before the show, and then we're gonna open it up to if there's anyone else that has questions on the live. Why you still live at home with your moms?
Yeah, man.
You know, it's amazing how expensive it is to rent a Lambo. So, you know, if I'm going to be out there, you know, flossing and, you know, shooting music videos and keeping my IG on point, you know, to attract these, you know, women out there, you know, that's an expensive habit, you know, being a sugar daddy, all that stuff, you know. So thankfully I have a really great, you know, mom that, you know, supports my dreams. She supported my dreams since day one. And, you know, she lets me live in the basement rent free. And yeah, I you know, put my money where it really matters in G-strings all over the world. So, you know.
And G-strings make farting a very fun experience. G-strings actually make me fart. Didn't want to tell anyone that, but I did.
And, you know, I just want to say that I feel so much, you know, better that I now know that I can't get pink eye from farts. It's really, you know, makes me feel so much better that, you know, I don't have to worry about that anymore, because that has been a concern of mine for some time now.
It's liberating now, right? Like, so he might actually relapse tonight. He may just go start.
Oh no. Yeah, be careful out there. There are a lot of really good farts out there in the world, but there are a lot of really scary farts out there in the world, and we just want you to be safe.
Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the awesome questions.
Yeah, they're great questions. Thanks to all of our fans and followers and subscribers that submitted your questions. Don loved them, and for the most part, pretty good answers.
Okay. Yeah. For the most part.
Yeah.
You guys gonna send me a t-shirt, you ladies, so I can wear it?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
My answers suck too bad.
So before you go, tell us a little bit about your podcast. So, I mean, do you guys talk a lot about, I mean, is it for Fuq Boys to listen to? Like, what is the premise of the podcast?
Yeah, it's kind of like FUBU, you know, for Fuq Boys, by Fuq Boys, you know. So yeah, you know, we get into a little you know, trending topics type of stuff, and you know, talk about our past fuckboy ways. We're both kind of, you know, on the tail end of our fuckery lifestyles. As a 40-year-old fuckboy, you know, my advice would be never go full fuckboy. You know, you're too old for that. Might throw a hip out. So, you know, we're just trying to make sure that we instruct the new generation of fuckboys on, you know, the pros and cons of the lifestyle, and, you know, the ups and downs, and how to be a successful fuckboy in this cold, cold world.
Now,
awesome.
What's the next step in line for a 40-year-old fuckboy? Like, is it like Boy Scouts? You go from like the Cub Scout to the Brownie to so on. How does that work?
At this current trajectory, it's looking like it will go from the 40-year-old fuckboys to the 50-year-old failures. So we'll see how that works out for us, you know?
And that could be a good thing if that happens.
Yeah. You know, gotta just keep dreaming and keep, you know, living and, you know, doing the Lord's work.
All fuckboys have a future.
Yes.
And hopefully it involves farts.
Yep. And all fuckboys go to heaven.
I did have another question that came
out
through Instagram. Someone asked, how do you cope with the stigma of being a fun boy? I think he got auto-corrected there.
Oh, okay. And there is a very real stigma to that, you know. But the reality is, I have a Peter Pan syndrome. I never wanted to grow up, you know. I saw all the guys wearing, you know, khakis and punching the time clock and playing golf was their, you know, thing that they look forward to on the weekends with their friends. And I was like, you know, that's just not for me. I'm just going to ride this out, you know, until the hairline recedes all the way back here, and then I might hang it up.
Which you have a great hairline for 40.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I got some of that spray to kind of like fill it in so you can't really see the light shining through. But
That way you have the low lighting.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And that way you can't see my wrinkles as well, my crow's feet, you know, all the bad decisions showing up.
And growing up is
Yeah,
hard.
I mean, basically you just got to say, fuck the haters, you know, haters going to hate. That's just what they do. So you
That's
just
what
got to
they
keep
do.
living your life, you know, doing your thing, being a fuck boy. And you know, it's just, they're just jealous. That's what it is. They're jealous, you know, of the lifestyle. They're jealous of the, you know, shine that you get as a fuck boy. So you just can't listen to the haters.
Yeah,
I mean, we get lots of haters as fart girls too. I mean, struggle is real, man.
Yep. I know, ladies. That's why I'm so glad I have you for support.
Yes, you definitely have us for support, and thank you for supporting us in our farty ways. And thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been such a pleasure to have you on and to catch up and to have you share your wisdom of fuckery.
No, I greatly appreciate it. I had an experience, Romanesco. You know what that is? It's like the spirally looking cauliflower stuff.
Ooh.
Okay.
I made some the other night. It was super delicious, and I had the worst farts that I've ever had in my life. So look into it, you know, try it out. Maybe we can revisit sometime when we meet in person. I'll cook some Romanesco. We can all get together and just have a blast.
And put farts in a jar.
Yep.
Exactly. Farts in a jar. That sounds like an amazing time. Honestly.
That sounds like it should be our a band name. We should start a band called Romanesco Farts in a Jar.
Yeah.
Farts in a jar.
Yes, let's do it, ladies. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming, Don. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
So much fun. I've always I admit I didn't know what a fuckboy was until today, and now I know enough to go out and find a bunch of them and put them in a basement or something.
I mean, you're an 80s baby, Dana, so I'm sure you remember the movies like How to Be a Player and like Booty Call, Boomerang, you know, all those player boy hits.
Yeah.
You know, fuckboy is just a modern name for player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It clicks. It finally clicks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, you know, now it's not so much just highlighted on the African American community. It's the white boys, it's the Latino boys, even the Asian boys and the Korean boys, you know, with the whole BTS crew. They all have that whole fuckboy look going. And honestly, I think rap culture is to blame for sure.
Hey, but you know what? Those fuck boys have some great farts. That's what I'm saying.
You know, in all my fuckboy experiences, I don't think I've ever had a fuckboy fart around me. And the ones I've tried to fart around were repulsed by it. And again, back to my theory I was telling you about, I think they know that these fart pheromones make them fall in love with us. And that's why they're like, no, I don't want any of that, because that's going to fuck up my whole fuckery game, you know?
You know what? I think that's why some guy was following me around Walgreens the other night, because I had some major broccoli and cheese snacks beforehand. And I think he was falling in love with me.
Yeah, he could smell that just seeping out your butt with every step. It wasn't even a fart. It was just a little air coming out like.
Yeah. I think there were some coins in there as well. That might have
Coins
been it.
coming out of your butt.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Sometimes.
You know, when they say, you know, eat your iron, doesn't mean swallowing pennies. That doesn't make any sense because pennies are made out of copper, right? I don't know.
Oh, now you tell me.
Well, thanks so much, you guys, for watching. If you're watching the live or you're watching the replay, please smash that like button. It really helps us move up in the algorithm so we get more views and we can build our fart community. So we really appreciate your support. And don't forget to hit that bell button if you haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe and hit the bell button so you can make sure that you are catching all of our lives every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. You'll get a reminder. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, this was so much fun, and Dawn was awesome. I can't wait to listen to more of the 40-year-old Fuq Boys. Yeah, Fuq Boys, man. You know, 40-year-old Fuq Boys.
And next week, we are having Bob Wheeler from the Money Nerve, who's also the CFO of the world famous Comedy Store. And we're talking about, yeah, dude, we're going to be talking about flatulence and finances. Bob believes that they go hand in hand. So we're really excited, and I don't think you guys want to miss this at all. So
yeah.
We'll see you guys next time on Fart Talk.